G'day, this video takes a look at Mt Skene, which runs between Middle Ridge Road and Bull Plain Spur Road and is located about 8 k's east of Mt Skene. Mt Skene is a ripping little four-wheel drive track. It's got lots and lots of obstacles to get through. So the track itself winds itself down to the Barkley River. We've been down this track quite a few times, and every time we come down the conditions are constantly changing. There's always water in certain holes, and this is one of them. Now, you used to have to go through this hole, but someone's kindly cut the log, and now you can kind of edge around that hole, which is quite a deep one. The slopes along this track are very moderate. There's no obscenely steep gradients to have to deal with. There's a few rocky sections as you come down the hill. Nothing obscene, just need to pick your way through. Quite a few hairpins, they're very tight, so most of them you need to have a second go at getting around. And then towards the bottom, the track becomes particularly clayey and it's quite washed out, and it's got these very deep ruts that have gradually developed over a long time now. They've been there for a while. You just need to be very careful. Some of them are quite deep. On this particular day, we'd had probably 30 mils of rain overnight, and the track was very greasy, so we're taking things very slowly coming down these slopes. There's an off-camber section a little bit. Now here's the crossing of the Barkley River. This drop-in is really steep, and the mess at the bottom of the drop-in is pretty clear that a lot of people are having some fun climbing back out. Beautiful river, the Barkley River. A lot of trout in this river if you're keen fishermen. And this is where the fun starts. You climb up the other side of the Barkley River. There's Mt Skene Spur Road. Very overgrown, the track, and I put this in because it shows you how easy it is to have an accident. We were just crawling along and the clay on the road just pulled us off the track. Lots and lots of deep holes. They generally always are muddy and wet, even through summer. So you do touch up the vegetation a bit as you go along this track. Then we got to this very muddy clay section. Almost got up the top with the diff lockers on. Then I made the mistake of having another crack, which was dumb because the mud tyres were already starting to be caked with clay. Took a different line, thought I might be able to sneak up the side, which we almost got there, but the angle of the track and the angle of the car, we got the bonnet started lifting, and 100% the car was going to tip, so we just decided to winch. And off we went again, crawling up this hill, very muddy. There's been a little bit of traffic, but not a lot. Didn't get a major opportunity to really clear the tyres of mud, and we got to this section, and once again there's no way we're getting up here. It's just pure clay and just way too wet. So out came the winch again. Even in summer, these can be quite a challenge. A lot of heavy rutting on the track. So this gets incredibly wet and sloppy, this track. And as I said, that mud in those holes persists generally right into summer. So we're nearly at the top of the track. We're not showing you the full track. We actually made a mistake and went down son of a bitch track, which is silly because I've been on this track several times. Anyway, the top section's very easy going, so shouldn't be any drama for anyone coming through here. Mountain Ash track takes a bit over an hour to complete, maybe 1.5 if you need to winch. I would definitely rate it as a difficult track. Lots of muddy holes, deep ruts and clay. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you out there.